For decades, the assassination of President John F. Kennedy has stirred up conspiracy theories and mystery. Now, after 62 years, classified documents have been released under the order of President Donald Trump. So far, there's no evidence of a possible second gunman or CIA involvement. So why all the secrecy?
Dallas, Texas, the motorcade, the book depository, the grassy knoll, the president, the first lady, gunfire. The assassination of JFK happened before the eyes of the world, from the shots to the news, which became a "where were you when" moment.
From Dallas, Texas, the flash, apparently official, President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, some 38 minutes ago.
But what happened on November 22, 1963 has been the subject of mystery and conspiracy for more than 60 years, with intrigue about a possible second shooter and even conjecture about CIA involvement.
My father was walking at the bottom of the hill with John McComb when I got home, who's the CIA director. My father said to him, "Did your people do this?" So his initial instinct was that the CIA had killed his brother.
Robert Kennedy Jr., the nephew of JFK and now a senior member of the Trump administration, recounting his father, Bobby Kennedy's suspicions back in 1963. After signing an executive order, this week President Donald Trump fulfilled an election promise, releasing tens of thousands of pages of previously unseen documents relating to the assassination of JFK.
The people have been waiting for decades for this.
There must be something really, really sensitive for them to redact a paragraph or a page or multiple pages.
Posted to the website of the National Archives, it set off a scramble as historians, journalists and amateur sleuths trawl the files for clues. The records are disorganised, some blurry and unreadable. Sifting through them will take time.
We have a lot of work to do for a long time to come, and people just have to accept that.
Experts, including the University of Virginia's Professor Larry Sabato, say the documents so far don't contain anything to change the current conclusion that a lone gunman, Lee Harvey Oswald, was responsible.
There are going to be surprises in there, but I just don't think there are going to be that many surprises about JFK's assassination.
So what did we learn? And why does the murder of a sitting president still stir up so much emotion? Well, many of the files had already been disclosed, but experts have found some interesting nuggets, including an Australian connection kept a secret until now. The files revealing there was a series of anonymous phone calls made to the US Embassy in Canberra before and after JFK was shot. The then ASIO boss asking the then CIA director to keep their investigation a secret. The files detail a phone call a year before the assassination from a man claiming to be a Polish chauffeur in the Soviet embassy in Canberra, where he claimed there was a plot to pay $100,000 to kill President Kennedy. Australian authorities considered the caller to be a crank. What the files may continue to reveal is more about the operations of the CIA and espionage in the 20th century. But the real reason why all of these documents were shrouded in secrecy for so long might just be a case of old-fashioned CYA.
Particularly CIA, to a lesser degree, FBI and some others, were engaged in CYA with this. They're covering their you-know-what, because they failed. There is no good reason why President Kennedy had to be assassinated. And if they had done their jobs properly and shared information with one another, President Kennedy probably would have served 2 full terms as president. They know it. They didn't want to admit it. They wanted to point the finger of blame at others. And for decades, they succeeded.